Move 26 again.
Yeah.
Well, rook b4 is 27, but I think the decision to play rook b4 was made on move 26.
Knight takes e5 check. That was also.
That's why I said that. Yeah. That's precisely why I said that.
That's
very. Yeah.
Okay, it looks like rook e8 is the best chance. Or what?
Rook e8 is maybe at least
king c8, no?
The trickiest practical
maybe
chance.
C8.
King c8, rook d1, but what's the next move? Because maybe b3 now?
And in case of bishop d6.
Ah. Oh. Nice. But unfortunately loses a piece, yeah?
Nice, but not
Sadly.
too nice.
But what about b3?
Sad, but true.
What about b3 though? But this is the same. We can actually do this with white, right?
Yeah.
Rook d8 check and rook a4 driving the driving the bishop away, and then rook b1 picking up b3 with check.
Yeah, there are a few different ways to win this pawn, I think. Maybe this is the most simple. Yeah.
So, 12 minutes left for Vishy to make 8 moves, and the position we are coming to the realization that the position is probably quite unpleasant.
Maybe even lost.
Rook a6.
Wow.
We failed to consider this. Planning rook c6. That's an interesting.
That's great, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, we completely failed to consider this for some reason.
Wow. Is it? If I play just rook c1?
Rook c6 and king g4.
King g4 fails to bishop c5 check suddenly.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, this rook a6 could be a game changer, you know.
Rook a6 is it's an important move.
Yeah. Such a shame, but both of us has. Okay, we didn't mention this move at all.
But there's a problem, I think.
Which?
This is a problem. Oh no, bishop b7 g5. I'm going crazy here. Sorry, I thought I actually caught that bishop.
Yeah. Okay, or h4.
But it's actually getting out. Yeah.
Bishop unchained. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's going on here? The thing about rook c1, rook c6, not only is the bishop protected, black also creates a huge threat of bishop
and also this
d5
b3,
check.
b2 game, like it's getting some extra tempi. Okay. Suddenly the game is. Oops. I want to say suddenly the game is getting very unclear again, and then I
guess it's knight d5. Yeah, I was about to say that. I honestly did not look up at the screen. Not that I should be too much worried about.
So if you play king c6 here?
But rook takes c7
rook takes c7 mate.
It's actually mate, yeah.
That's the difference probably between rook c8 and rook a6.
Yeah.
Now I found
And the thing is, you sort of have to play rook c6, I guess, rook f7 and something like maybe bishop c5.
But this is just over.
But then you have the feeling something will happen.
I can play rook f6 to
rook
exchange.
c1.
Okay, or rook c1.
Rook c1 followed by something, bishop b3 and maybe rook f6 now.
No, this is pretty much over. Just, I mean, this b4 is going nowhere.
White is too coordinated for black to start pushing, yeah.
Black is too discoordinated, I mean, to create any sort of counterplay. Yeah.
It seems like, well, if you take on d5, I take with the king, and, you know, once again, the concept started with king f3, you know,
it works.
comes to complete fruition here. The king is controlling the entire board, and f7 is falling, and the e-pawn will then queen. So Vishy does play rook c6. I think rook f7 is, well, an obvious continuation here. Well, I don't see. First of all, I don't see anything wrong with it, and secondly,
you know, in this line, rook f7, bishop c5. I think we can take on c7 twice, and then play rook c1, and maybe we can even
Well, black probably will not take.
Okay,
but after knight d5, it should be quite easy to control this, I guess.
Yeah.
If rook f7, rook c5, rook f8.
I think rook takes d5 here is the best chance, because if you take with bishop, I think
king d4, king b6.
King b6. Okay, maybe it's not so. Okay, even e6.
Yeah, but simply e6 is yeah, this is too fast. So yeah, rook c5, rook f8, rook d5. But once again, I guess e6 should rook d6, something like king f5, and white's passed pawn is actually
Okay, whatever you do here, normal.
yeah. It seems like this should be convertible. Rook f7 has been played in the meantime.
What about resignation?
No, I don't think anybody's resigning, but
Why?
because I'm not playing in the game.
Uh,
e5 or black?
okay, bishop c5 has been played, so I think
Yeah.
now anything is good. Rook c1 is very good.
Rook c1 I
Rook
think is
c7
quite
I
clean.
think is-
Rook c7 probably wins. Rook f6 probably wins as well.
Yeah,
There's a wide
I
choice.
think rook c7 is.
My money's on rook c1. I think your initial idea was the cleanest one.
Yeah, somehow it was such a close game, and then
Yeah. Pressure.
yeah, some
Pressure.
pressure
The
turned
closer
out to be too high.
the closer you get to game 12 and to the ultimate goal, the harder it becomes to play. I suspect, you know, having no experience of my own, but that would be logical. And I think, I mean, Vishy realized that after b5 he is doing very well, and he felt he must capitalize on it. And after king f3, he just opted for something which looked like
tempting.
tempting and very principled, and you know, a very beautiful idea conceptually, but probably probably not
but
in this
this idea
position.
finds, I mean, no confirmation of the practice.
Yeah, probably not in this position. There are many positions where we looked at this and it worked to a degree, but in this position it seems like it's the wrong moment, and we are waiting for Magnus to decide after bishop c5. But miracles will be required from here for black.
Yeah.
I think rook c1, knight c7 just ends the game on the spot.
Okay, rook c1. Or maybe bishop b3 after rook c1. I don't know.
That's and just take on c7.
Oh,
no,
f7
hang on,
is hanging, yeah.
yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, rook c7 is here. Here is
but
good as well.
yeah.
Rook f6 is pretty good.
Yeah, this should be enough.
Okay,
This should be enough, I guess.
almost any sensible move brings white extremely close to a straight victory.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's.
and only 5 moves to go, so Magnus can afford
Yeah, this
to.
game is really confusing. So it looks like really the pressure and the the 11th game from the match.
Yeah.
Makes us think that okay, both players are really tired.
That I'm absolutely sure is true, and yeah, I think Vishy evaluated the position after king f3 correctly. He realized that he now has a very real chance to do something.
But why
here, not waiting for game 12. But
yeah, but I mean, he spent like
a
10
long-
or 15 minutes
yeah, a
here and
long
went for
time.
some absolutely desperado line. Yeah, rook takes c7
rook
is
takes
enough.
c7 straight away, which should be enough as well. Rook c7, knight, rook c7, knight c7. You cannot take because rook c1, b3, rook c2, rook c4,
Yeah,
b2, rook
takes
c5,
with check
and
rook b5.
and rook b5 next move. So you will have to look for a move here. You probably play something like b3, I guess, because
Maybe
what else?
you can play something like king c6 and against rook c1 to play b3.
You can start with b3, no?
Okay, then knight goes back to b5
Or d5, yeah.
or to d5. That's why I would like to start with king c6 actually. I don't think it makes a big sense, but maybe that's some kind of last trick which may occasionally work. Because rook c1 b3 is somewhat surprisingly
let's put this on board.
surprisingly
Yeah,
good.
I was looking for a way to make this work, but b1, yeah, then I realized once again that b1 is actually a check, so here white no longer even has a draw, but king c6, so what
But
do
the
we do
problem
here
that
with white?
if we simply play knight b5 or something like this, I don't believe that okay, if you take twice on b5, the game will prolong for real, because Okay,
Well, what
maybe-
else? What else can you do?
Maybe it will. Maybe it will. Okay.
King d5 or king d3?
But here, wait here. Okay, I play b3 and d6, bishop b7. So it.
Exactly.
Okay,
that's-
I at least I can buy some time for my passed pawns. So maybe I'm not losing that badly. Yeah. Okay. This maybe you don't want to allow with white.
I can play e6.
Yeah, a6 is good, but in case of a6, I think.
But
I
once again,
play
you
b3.
play b3,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, king c6 is some kind of a last chance.
Yeah, I
in
think
my
I
opinion.
think king c6 is a good try here because allowing the knight to return would make white's task.
Yeah, we'll just simplify.
Let's say b3, knight d5, king c6, knight c3 should be well reasonably straightforward from now on.
Bishop b4.
King d4.
Yeah,
simply,
at least.
and bishop b6.
Okay,
Well,
still
Some precision required.
a little,
but,
a
yeah.
little precision is required.
Which is why I liked.
Yeah, but a little is very little. I think.
Yeah, I liked rook c1 better than this, but the Vishy definitely should not be. I mean, there's still something to play here. It's
Yeah, not the right time to give up.
yeah.
Okay, maybe after king c6 you can go for 98, 96. Maybe this. Maybe also rook d1 might work with knight d5 idea.
b3, knight d6. Let's say I play. I don't know.
Okay, then I will just cover.
Oh no, there's knight f5
knight
there.
d5,
Yeah,
so
was
maybe bishop d5 check.
bishop d5 check.
Okay, okay, still some miraculously counterplay. But
Not too much here actually. Here I think white has everything under control.
Yeah.
Knight e8. What can we do about this? Not that clear. Can we do this?
okay, we can. And yeah, okay. In case of rook e1, we finally play bishop c2 and b3, and we
Yes,
might
that's my-
even win.
That's
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
my
bishop
big
c2 by the
idea.
way, is a threat. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the. I don't really. My biggest idea here is not taking on
Yeah, by the
a4.
way,
It's
by the
bishop
way, I
c2
think
check.
king c6 keeps some tension in the position. Yeah. Because
Yeah,
first
after-
of all, I
after
thought
king
it's
c6
completely over. But now I
Yeah.
start to think that maybe.
So white needs to make 3 moves in
Also, black can try to play bishop b3, yeah, instead of.
immediately.
Yeah, but.
But once again, I would like to drive this knight further away than d5. I think knight d5, bishop a4, and something like
Wow, king c6.
king c6. No, Vishy.
Is not
Vishy
going to
will,
miss his
yeah,
chance.
I think he's realized that this position is not as dead as all that, and he will continue fighting.
Yeah, that's really great.
As he should. And yeah, some precision is still required here. The bishops are powerful, and the king is far away from the b pawn. So
Yeah, and king is cut, and this bishop b3 gives you very important tempo because this bishop c2 is a really strong threat.
yeah. So just to return to this, I think rook c1 probably still wins. Bishop
Okay,
a4
check.
and I don't know, knight e6 maybe.
Yeah,
E6 followed
maybe
by.
I can play b3 because b2 is still
Hmm.
a huge idea. Okay, but it is move 30. So
Yeah, rook b1.
rook b1, I think we can.
But this is now kind of tricky because
Okay, we can try to take this e6 pawn, and then okay, why is this that lost? Even if we play bishop b5 here.
no, I don't want to give up this.
I'm
this-
not so sure. Okay, let's say bishop b5 takes. Maybe we can start with a4, maybe this one, and then take on e6.
Bishop c4, bishop
And
takes
this
e6.
king, this knight on e8 is so badly placed.
That's true.
Knight b5 has been played. Yeah, knight b5 is
Yeah,
the
knight
move.
b5. Knight b5 was always the most critical reply. At least forcing black to part with one of those bishops to continue on the queen side. But still, I mean, okay, we take. I don't think there's any other choice.
Okay, I think king g5.
b3
This move,
straight
Rook
away.
b1.
a4.